Instead of giving me 350, please give me a job.
Instead of giving me a loan, please give me a tender. South Africa is known for its very good policies when it comes to economic growth. However, we're finding it difficult to implement those policies. Many people now are crying out for tender opportunities and for job opportunities. I want us to look at one tender that was awarded to one person and to use that just as an example to show our government how much we are losing by not awarding tenders to many businesses but rather awarding them to one person. We are going to look at how many businesses could have benefited from that 125 million rand, how many jobs could have been created, how much we could have saved from the budget that was used to relieve people, which is 350 rand, how much could have been saved from the food parcels, how much could have been saved from the SMME relief fund, and how much could have been generated from that SMME relief fund as interest. We have a budget of 125 million rand. Instead of awarding the tender to one business, we award it to many. We split the 125 million rand and we give each business a tender of 150,000 rand. Then from the 125 million rand, 833 businesses would have benefited from that. 833 businesses. Let's assume each business creates at least 5 temporary jobs, including the entrepreneur. Then we would have created 4,167 jobs. Now we know that small businesses usually struggle when they get tenders. They don't have money to execute the tenders, so we put aside some money for them. And remember that there was that SMME relief fund where SMMEs were given a chance to apply for loans just to pay for expenditures while not generating any income. This time, the 50,000 rand will be used to generate income. It would have meant that from that SMME relief fund, we would have needed 21.15 million rand. And let's say we give these loans, the 50,000 loans, at 7% interest rate. The interest earned would have been just below 2 million rand. Now we know that we were given food parcels. Let's assume each food parcel cost 250 rand. The people employed by those SMMEs, which we have calculated to be 4,167, would not have needed the food parcels, and therefore we would have saved just above 1 million rand. Just above 1 million rand. They would also wouldn't need the 350 rand. And from that budget, we would have saved just below 1.5 million rand. Now let's assume we have a budget of 1 billion, of which provinces had more than that. Then it would have meant from 1 billion rand, 6,667 SMMEs would have benefited. At least they would have benefited 150,000 rand during this COVID-19 just once. This would have created 33,333 jobs. Just 1 billion rand. And from the grants, we would have saved 11.6 million rand. 11.6 million rand, almost 11.7 million rand from the 350 rand budgets. And from the food parcels, we would have saved 8.3 million rand. We have all seen how positive impact the 125 million rand would have made to their community, to the society, to the businesses out there, and to itself, government.